Here with the respected trainer Abel Sanchez. We're just talking here. It's a little hard getting your fighter, Gennady Golovkin, WBA middleweight champ, some fights. You said anybody from 154 to 168. Can you elaborate?
Yeah, he walks around here at before training at 161, 62. So he can make 54. It's just a matter of getting somebody in there to fight him. We're talking about this next fight, moving up to 168 just to get a fight. A fight against a credible opponent. But it seems like we have no takers.
Not even that you mentioned Edwin Rodriguez. There's thoughts of him, or even I heard at first that Tommy Uthensezen guy. I mean,
yeah, Tommy was mentioned, and so was Edwin. Edwin, in fact, I just read this morning an article, something about his manager saying that he turned down 500 because 500,000 for the 19th of January to fight Golovkin. I didn't know that until this morning. I mean, that's a lot of money to turn down. You know, I mean, yeah. It's a title shot. It's not. I shouldn't say it's not a title shot. Let's just say to win a 168-pound title, but still, it's a lot of money to turn down.
Did you read it? Did you hear it from somebody, or did you read it?
No. I read it on.
Really?
There's a couple websites that have that.
Okay.
I read it. I want to say maybe Boxing Insider had it.
Okay. And you know, just to mention, Miguel Cotto was in this camp. I had read on some forums that people were saying he has sparred Cotto, but when I talked to you were saying how that wasn't going to happen. Can you just clear up whether they did or did not spar?
They did not spar.
Okay.
They did not spar. At the time that Cotto was here, Golovkin was going back and forth to Kazakhstan doing some business. Okay. So it would have been difficult to just throw him in there. It would be difficult for me to just throw him in there without any kind of training prior to that. And Golovkin, I think, is a little too big for Miguel to be sparring with.
And what do you think of 154? If he can get down to 154, what are your thoughts on that division for your fighter?
Let me say, he was too big at the time that he was here. He was probably about 170 when he just got here. But yeah, if the Cotto fight comes up, of course, we said anybody at 54. It's just a matter of somebody taking it.
Do you think he'd have more luck getting the bigger fights at 54 than 60?
You know, I think it's all going to depend on the networks. I think that once he fights a couple fights on HBO and more people see him and more people start to follow him like we've had since that September 1st fight, then it's going to be easier to make the fights because there's going to be more money available from HBO and the other networks to put him on. Right now, it's like you mentioned a while ago, it's a high risk, low reward kind of opponent. Although when I heard that 500,000 number, it's
pretty good reward for
pretty
prospect,
yeah,
basically.
Yeah.
And there was also talk that the fight in January might be a co-promotion with Top Rank. Have you heard anything more about that? That they might do the show together?
Yeah, there's been talk that they may put another title fight on that bill. I'm not at liberty to say right now who it is. Oh, I guess somebody told you then. Yeah, that'd be fine. He just needs to be on TV.
And if you could have any fight right now for him, what would be the #1 fight on your wish list?
Chavez?
Chavez fight?
Yeah.
That would be the one?
What do you think if Chavez fights Macklin? Any thoughts on that?
That's not an easy fight for Chavez. Chavez is a big guy, and he's going to be a little heavier than Macklin. That could be a problem for Macklin, but it's not an easy fight. I think that he does better than he did against Martinez. He still beats Macklin, but it'll be difficult.
What are your thoughts on Sergio Martinez as a fighter? What's your opinion of him?
Well, Sergio's done very well in his short career. He didn't turn pro until he was 20 or 21 years old. He's done very well. Until Golovkin gets some more fights, he's the #1 middleweight in the world. And until Golovkin fights him or fights somebody like him that's fought him, I think that we still have to consider Golovkin #2 and Sergio #1. But we love that fight too. It's just that I don't think that Lou Davella is willing to take that fight. This being a top promotion top rank promotion and K2 promotion on the 19th could mean that maybe down the road Chavez and Golovkin may meet.